wala ka nang isusulat kung tama ang nakasulat. So, meron silang nervous system. Has spatial ganglia and sensory nerve endings. They have no spatial respiratory organs. They have no spatial respiratory organ. Now, the alimentary system has a figure of inverted Y. So this is Y. The figure is inverted Y. So this one is here on top, and this two is at the bottom. Can you picture that? Inverted Y. So ito nasa taas, ito ang nasa baba. They have mouth. Nandito ang mouth. No? Esophagus. Ito ang esophagus. And intestinal ceca. Itong dalawang ito ang intestinal ceca. Maliwanag ba, Rebecca?
Yes po, Doc.
Okay. Ulitin natin. Alimentary system has a figure of inverted Y. Ito ang Y. Balik, itaas mo. Dito. Ito. Dito sa taas. Itong dalawa. Nasa baba. So the mouth. Nandito ang mouth. Ito ang esophagus. At itong dalawang ito ang intestinal ceca. Now, this intestinal ceca may be simple or straight. Ito, simple ito. Straight. And some may be dendritic or branching. Pag sinabing dendritic, branching yun. So, ang intestinal ceca may be simple or straight, kamukha nito, or it may be branching or dendritic. And this intestinal ceca ends blindly. Dito, ends blindly. Okay, tuloy natin. Eto. They are flattened dorsoventrally. Flat on the dorsal side, flat on the ventral side. Okay. And this is the oral sucker, ventral sucker. Ayan. Oral sucker, ventral sucker. And this is the inverted Y. O, diba? Inverted Y. Ito ang alimentary system. Dito ang mouth, esophagus. Ito ang intestinal ceca. Ayan. This intestinal ceca may be simple or straight, simple, or it may be dendritic or branching. Pwedeng branching or dendritic itong intestinal ceca. And ends blindly. Ayan. Ends blindly. Ito ang testis. They have usually two testes. Ito yung testis. Ayan. This is the ovary. Ovary. And the uterus. Ayan. Uterus. Maliwanag. Testis. Two testes. Single ovary. And uterus. So, ang nakikita nyo dito, oral sucker, ventral sucker. Alimentary system, esophagus, intestinal ceca. Okay? Angelica, may drawing ka?
Yes, Doc. Meron po.
Okay, good. Tuloy natin. Hermaphroditic or monoecious. These flukes or trematodes are hermaphroditic or monoecious. When we say hermaphroditic or monoecious, the male and female reproductive system is found on the same organism. Male and female present on the same organism. They are hermaphrodite. They are monoecious. Except for the blood flux or schistosoma. Blood flux or schistosoma, sexes are separated. There is a male blood flux or schistosoma, and there is female blood flux or schistosoma. There is a male and female schistosoma. Maliwanag? And these are called dioecious. Yung hermaphrodite, monoecious. Itong blood flux or schistosoma, dioecious. Okay? So let us start with the male reproductive system. They have usually two testes. Testes usually are paired. And it may be side by side, in tandem, or obliquely placed. The testes are paired. Usually they have two testes. It may be side by side, in tandem, or obliquely placed. Obliquely placed. Yan. In schistosoma, they have more testes. They have more testes in schistosoma. Okay? Continue. Now, female reproductive system. They have a single ovary. There is oviduct, vitelline duct. They have seminal receptacle, uterus. And they have genital atrium or common genital pore. Genital atrium or common genital pore. Okay. Balikan natin ito. The same drawing. Male. Usually they have two testes, pair testes. It may be side by side, ayan. Or in tandem, isa na sa taas, isa na sa baba. Or obliquely placed, medyo mataas itong isa. Obliquely placed, like this one, no? Side by side, in tandem, or obliquely placed, ayan. They have a single ovary, and they have uterus that ends up in a genital pore near the ventral sac. You remember, this is the ventral sac. Maliwanag? Francia, maliwanag?
Yes po, Doc.
Okay. Any question? Wala. Okay. Now, the stages of trematodes. What are the stages of trematodes? Let us start with the egg. They have the egg. Directly or indirectly, the egg goes to the water, either through the feces or stool, urine, or sputum. These are their vehicle, stool or feces, urine, or sputum. And all the eggs goes to the water. Water is very important in their life cycle. Lahat ng itlog mapupunta sa tubig. Okay. Now, the eggs may be fully mature when laid or immature when laid. Alam niyo yan. Yung mga eggs, pwedeng mature when laid or immature when laid. Now, what are the eggs that are mature when laid? These are the schistosoma eggs. Schistosoma eggs are mature when laid. Schistosoma eggs are mature when laid. Okay? Now, these eggs, when it come in contact with water, will hatch. Schistosoma eggs are mature when laid. And when it come in contact with water, they will hatch. Maliwanag yun? Okay, so what are the other eggs that are mature when laid? The other eggs that are mature when laid are the eggs of Clonorchis sinensis, Opistorchis pilinus, Heteropis, Metagonimus yokogawai, and Haplorchis yokogawai. Haplorchis yokogawai. Their eggs are mature when laid. And their eggs, itong limang ito, their eggs are identical. Magkamukha ang eggs nila, which is described as like an old-fashioned electric bulb. Old-fashioned electric bulb. Nakakita na ba kayo ng old-fashioned electric bulb? Eileen, nakakita ka na ng old-fashioned electric bulb?
Dok, siguro po. Hindi po sigurado.
Ako, mukhang hindi pa ako nakakakita eh. Old-fashioned electric bulb. Anyway, itong limang ito, ang eggs nila is described as like an old-fashioned electric bulb. Ngayon, itong isang ito, Haplorchis yokogawai ito. Letter H. Haplorchis yokogawai. Kaya lang nasama itong Haplorchis kasi karaniwan ang testis nila dalawa. Di ba? They have paired testis. Alam nyo na yon. Itong Haplorchis, siya lang ang isa ang testis. Kaya lang siya nasama dito. Siya lang ang isa ang testis. Lahat sila, dalawa ang testis. Siya, isa lang. Kaya siya nasama dito. Hindi siya pangkaraniwan. At ang ginagawa ko para matandaan ko ito, na isa lang ang testis niya, ang pangalan nito ay Haplorchis. Haplorchis yokogawai. Hap. Kalahati, half. Kalahati ng 2, 1. O, kaya, 1 testis. Haplorchis yokogawai. Okay, maliwanag. Kaya nasama itong Haplorchis. Pero lahat silang 5, ang eggs nila is described as like an old-fashioned electric bulb. Like an old-fashioned electric bulb. Ano meron? They are mature when laid. O, alam na natin naman yun eh. Mature when laid. With shoulder rim. Ito. Shoulder rim. May shoulder rim yung egg. And hatches only after ingested by appropriate snail. Snail is the first intermediate host. So, mag-hatch ito pag na-ingest ng snail. yung first intermediate host. Ganun naman sila mag-hatch. Okay? Tingnan natin. Ito yung egg. They are mature when laid. Ayan, mature when laid. Ito ang shoulder rim. Tingnan ninyo. No? Pag meron gato, shoulder rim yan. At ito ang operculum. Operculum. And opposite the operculum is a knob. They have a knob. Like an old-fashioned electric bulb. Ganyan daw. Hindi pa ako nakakita rin noon. So, may shoulder rim, operculum, knob, and mature when laid. Okay. Now, immature when laid. Kanina, parehong mature when laid. Ngayon naman, yung mga immature when laid. What are these eggs that are immature when laid? Fasciola hepatica, egg of Phaseolopsis buski, Echinostoma illucanum, and Paragonimus westermani. Now, they are immature when laid, and they mature in the water, and then they hatch. This egg mature in the water, and then they hatch. Maliwanag. Okay, tuloy natin. Now, a fully embryonated egg has a miracidium inside. Meron siyang embryo. Ang tawag, miracidium. Again, fully embryonated egg has miracidium inside. Itong miracidium is also called ciliated embryo. So, itong embryo is ciliated. And this miracidium is also called the first stage larva. Maliwanag? Yung fully embryonated egg has miracidium or ciliated embryo or first stage larva. Yung fully embryonated egg. Okay, maliwanag. Now, the egg hatch on the water. Okay? They hatch on the water, and the miracidium escape from this egg, swims, and must come in contact with the first intermediate host, snail. So, pag-hatch ng egg, lalabas ang miracidium. Yung miracidium will swim with the aid of the cilia and must come in contact with the first intermediate host, snail, or else it will die because they don't get any nourishment. Kaya kailangang makakita ng snail itong miracidium. Kung hindi, mamamatay. Okay, Catherine, nasa notes? Catherine, and?
Yes, Doc.
Okay. Now, this miracidium goes into the snail, penetrates the soft tissue of the snail, and in the snail becomes a simple, elongate sac with pore. The first generation is sporocyst. So the miracidium develop into sporocyst. This sporocyst may have germ balls which develop into second generation sporocyst. So some may develop to second generation sporocyst. Okay. Now, from the sporocyst develop the regia. From the sporocyst develop the regia, which have a mouth, muscular pharynx, a blind unforked cecum, a bird paw. In some species, a pair of locomotor appendages, the regia. Okay? Miracidium, sporocyst, and then regia. Now, from the second sporocyst or regia develop into a tailed cercaria, tailed larva called cercaria. So, from the second generation sporocyst or regia develop the cercaria and escape from the snail into the water. Cercaria escape from the snail, goes into the water. They are free living in the water and must find next host, second intermediate host. If not, they will perish or die, just like the Miracidium. They will die. Okay? So they have to find the second intermediate host. Now, Carya in Pachyllopsis, fluted kale, in Clonorchis metagonimus, or forktail Cercaria in Schistosoma. Okay? Rex? Marvin, meron ka sa notes?
Yes po, Doc.
Okay, good. Tutuloy-tuloy. So these are the larval development in the snail. Larval development in the first intermediate host. Sporocyst, cercaria. Sporocyst, cercaria. This is the larval development of schistosoma in the snail. Sporocyst, cercaria. Schistosoma, larval development in the snail. Another larval development is sporocyst, regia, and then cercaria. Sporocyst, regia, cercaria. This is the larval development of Clonorchis, Paragonimus, and Heteropis. Larval development of Clonorchis, Paragonimus, Heteropis. Sporocyst, regia, cercaria. Okay. Another larval development in the snail is Sporocyst, regia, cercaria. Sporocyst, regia, cercaria. This is the larval development of Pachyllopsis metagonimus. Pachyllopsis metagonimus. Sporocyst, regia, cercaria. Okay. Regia, cercaria. Regia, cercaria. Larval development of Echinostoma. Regia, cercaria. Sporocyst, regia, cercaria. Sporocyst, regia, cercaria. Ito. Sporocyst, regia, cercaria. Larval development of Opistorchis. You notice they all end up in cercaria. Di ba? Puro cercaria sila. They all end up in Cercaria in the snail. Okay, now, this Cercaria escape from the first intermediate host snail and comes in contact with the second intermediate host, depending on the species. Come out of the snail, first intermediate host, and then comes in contact with the second intermediate host, depending on the species, and becomes metacercaria in the second intermediate host. Becomes metacercaria in the second intermediate host, the infective stage. Becomes metacercaria, infective stage in the second intermediate host. So far, okay, Stephen, John?
Yes po.
Okay. So, Cercaria goes into the second intermediate host. Discard its tail and encyst in the second intermediate host becomes metacercaria. Okay. So, metacercaria in the second intermediate host. The second intermediate host of Fasciola and Fasciolopsis are aquatic vegetation. The second intermediate host of Fasciola, Fasciolopsis, aquatic vegetation. This is where the metacercaria develop. Now, the second intermediate host of Echinostoma are another snail. First intermediate host, snail. Second intermediate host, another snail for Echinostoma. And this is where the metacercaria, the infective stage, develop. Now, the second intermediate host of Clonorchis and Opistorchis are freshwater fishes, where the metacercaria develop. The infective stage in aquatic vegetation, snails, and freshwater fishes. Now, Cercaria on the second intermediate host discards its tail and encyst, becomes metacercaria. Alam nyo na yon. So, for Paragonimus, westermani, second intermediate host, crabs or crayfish. Doon nagdevelop ang metacercaria. Now, ingestion of metacercaria from improperly cooked second intermediate host will acquire the infection. Kasi yung metacercaria ang infective stage. Okay? Metacercaria, the infective stage, exists in the upper level of the small intestine. So the metacercaria exists in the duodenum. Then migrate in tissues or organs and develop into adult, yung metacercaria. Okay? Any questions so far? Angeli, Ann, may question?
Yan po, Doc.
Nasa notes lahat?
Yes po, Doc.
Okay. Now, schistosoma or blood fluke they have no second intermediate host. So they don't develop into metacercaria. Diba? Yung metacercaria develop in the second intermediate host. But then schistosoma or blood fluke have no second intermediate host. So they don't develop into metacercaria. And so it is the cercaria which is the infective stage. And the manner of transmission is by skin penetration of the cercaria. Maliwanag? Cercaria is the infective stage, and the manner of transmission is by skin penetration of the cercaria. This is for schistosoma or blood fluke. Now, classification may be based on the habitat. If they live in the liver, they are called liver fluke. And we have Fasciola hepatica, Clonorchis sinensis, and Opistorchis pilinus as liver fluke. Fasciola hepatica, sa pangalan lang, hepatica, liver na. Clonorchis sinensis, Opistorchis pilinus. These are liver fluke. Now, if they live in the lungs, they are lung fluke. And there is only one lung fluke. The only lung fluke is Paragonimus westermani. Paragonimus westermani. Okay. If they live in the intestine, they are called intestinal fluke. We have 3 intestinal fluke. Fasciolopsis busci, Echinostoma elucanum, Heteropis. Intestinal flukes are Fasciolopsis busci, Echinostoma elucanum, Heteropis. Intestinal fluke. And if they live in the blood or blood vessels, they are called blood flukes. And remember, these are the schistosoma. Schistosoma japonicum, Schistosoma hematobium, and Schistosoma mansoni. Okay? Maliwanag? Now, classification based on the sex. If they are hermaphrodite or the male and female reproductive system on the same organism, they are monoecious. And these are the liver fluke, lung fluke, intestinal fluke. These are monoecious, hermaphrodite. Now, it can also be dioecious, wherein the sexes are separated. Dioecious, there is a male and female organism, and these are the blood flukes or schistosoma. Okay? Maliwanag? Clear. So, magsimula na tayo sa blood flukes or schistosoma. And we'll have a short break. Okay? Short break muna tayo. Okay. Let us continue. Blood flux or the schistosoma. We'll have a table and they said that for adult education, a table is better learned by the adult. So, table natin. We have 3 species of schistosoma of medical importance. We have Schistosoma hematobium, Schistosoma mansoni, Schistosoma japonicum. Okay. So, the common name of Schistosoma hematobium is vesical blood fluke. Hematobium, vesical blood fluke. Mansoni, Manson's blood fluke. Mansoni, Manson's blood fluke. Japonicum, Oriental blood fluke. Japonicum, Oriental blood fluke. Now, the disease produced by Schistosoma hematobium is vesical schistosomiasis. Vesical schistosomiasis or schistosomiasis hematobia. Schistosomiasis hematobia or schistosomal hematuria. Schistosomal hematuria or vesical or urinary bilharziasis. Vesical or urinary bilharziasis. Now, for Mansoni, the disease caused by Mansoni is called Manson's intestinal schistosomiasis. Manson's intestinal schistosomiasis or schistosomiasis mansoni. Schistosomiasis mansoni or plain bilharziasis. Bilharziasis. And take note, if there is vesical or urinary in bilharziasis, this is caused by hematobium. But plain bilharziasis only. Walang vesical or urinary. Basta bilharziasis, this is caused by Mansoni. Is that clear? Maliwanag ba yun? Kerson? Brad?
Yes po, Doc.
Okay, good. Now, for Japonicum, the disease is called Oriental schistosomiasis. Oriental schistosomiasis or schistosomiasis japonica. Schistosomiasis japonica or Katayama disease. Katayama disease. O, talagang hapong-hapon. Katayama disease. Now, geographical distribution. Hematobium is found in Africa and the Middle East. Hematobium, Africa, Middle East. Mansoni, found in Africa, South America, and the Caribbean. Mansoni, Africa, South America, and the Caribbean. For Japonicum. Japonicum is found in the Far East. Japonicum found in the Far East. And the Philippines is in the Far East. The Philippines is in the Far East. And so, this is what we have in the Philippines. Schistosoma japonicum. In Bicol, Leyte, Samar, and almost all the provinces of Mindanao. Schistosoma japonicum. In Bicol, Leyte, Samar, and almost all the provinces of Mindanao. Okay. Now, habitat. Habitat. Hematobium in the vesical and pelvic plexuses, and also in the rectal venules. The habitat of hematobium, vesical, and pelvic plexuses, and also the rectal venule. The habitat of Schistosoma mansoni, inferior mesenteric plexuses, inferior mesenteric plexuses, and the vesical plexuses. Inferior mesenteric plexuses and vesical plexuses. Schistosoma japonicum only in the superior mesenteric venules. In the superior mesenteric venules only. Maliwanag. Remember, they have snail hose. They have snail hose. For hematobium, the snail hose is bulinus. Take note. Bulinus. Nus, letter N. Bulinus. Because there is another snail. Bulimus. Letter M. So, take note. For hematobium snail, bulinus. Letter N. For the other snail is bulimus. Letter M. Take note of that, ha? Maliwanag. Sa hematobium, letter N, bulinus. Yan ang tandaan nyo, bulinus, hematobium. Now, for mansoni, the snail hose is Biompalaria. Mansoni, Biompalaria. Letter M, Biompalaria, mansoni. Okay. For japonicum, ito tandaan nyo, kasi sa Pilipinas ito. The snail hose of Schistosoma japonicum in the Philippines, Oncomelania quadrasi. In the Philippines, Oncomelania quadrasi. Now, the capacity of the uterus. How many eggs are found inside the uterus at a given time? Anong capacity ng uterus ng hematobium? Sa hematobium, 20 to 30 eggs in the uterus at a given time. 20 to 30 eggs in the uterus at a given time. Yan ang capacity ng uterus ng hematobium. For mansoni, only 1 to 2 eggs at a given time in the uterus. 1 to 2 eggs in the uterus at a given time. Ito. For japonicum, about 50 eggs in the uterus at a given time. Malaki ang kapasidad dito. About 50 eggs at a given time. doon sa loob ng uterus. 50 eggs. Now, tingnan naman natin. Number of eggs produced or evacuated each female per day. Each female per day. How many eggs is produced by hematobium female? 20 to 290 eggs per female per day. For Mansoni, 100 to 300 eggs per female per day. Oh, wala silang sinabi dito. Sa Japonicum female, Japonicum can produce 1,500 to 3,000 eggs per female per day. Naku. Ang egg pa naman produces severe pathology. Yung egg produces severe pathology. Ang daming egg nito. At itong habitat, yung superior mesenteric venules, pinakamalapit sa liver. Ang daming may pupuntang egg sa liver. Ang dami ng egg, pinakamalapit pa sa liver. Kaya among these three, Japonicum produces the severe infection. Okay, maliwanag ba yun? Tuloy natin. Morphology. Remember, they are dioecious. Sexes are separated. There is a male and female schistosoma. The male schistosoma is stouter. Stout male. Stout male. The female is slender. Female is slender female. Ayan, slender female. Now, this is the oral ventral sucker. 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 Okay. Now, let us differentiate Mansoni, hematobium, and Japonicum. Look at the male cuticle. For the male, they have fine tuberculation of the cuticle. Fine tuberculation of the cuticle. Okay? For Mansoni, they have coarse tuberculation of the cuticle. Coarse tuberculation of the cuticle. Okay? For Japonicum, there is no tuberculation of the cuticle. No tuberculation of the cuticle. Okay? Maliwanag ba yun? Gail? And?
Yes po, Doc.
Mayroon kang drawing dyan?
Meron po.
O, sige. Sundan natin, ha? Now, look at the esophagus. This is the esophagus. For hematobium, they have single valve esophagus. Single valve esophagus. For Mansoni, single valve esophagus. Single valve esophagus. For Japonicum, double valve esophagus. Japonicum, double valve esophagus. Ayan, kita. Then we have the intestinal ceca. Ayan. Intestinal ceca. Then they unite. Then posterior ceca. Ayan ang posterior ceca. Ito ang union ng intestinal ceca producing posterior ceca. Okay. Ito ang intestinal ceca. They unite here, producing the posterior ceca. This is the union of the intestinal ceca, producing posterior ceca. This is the intestinal ceca. The union of the intestinal ceca is over here, producing posterior ceca. Ayan. Okay. So let us use the union of the intestinal ceca. If this is the midpoint, the union of the intestinal ceca is posterior to the midpoint. Ito. Nasa posterior end. So, the union of the intestinal ceca is described as late union of the intestinal ceca. Late union of the intestinal ceca for hematobium. And then this is the posterior ceca. Okay. Hematobium, late union of the posterior ceca, of the intestinal ceca. Mansoni. If this is the midpoint, this is the midpoint, the union of the intestinal ceca is anterior to the midpoint. So the union of the intestinal ceca is early. Early union of the intestinal ceca for Mansoni. Did you get that? Okay. Japonicum. This is the midpoint, and look, it is way down below. The union of the intestinal ceca is way down below. So this is described as very late union of the intestinal ceca. Very late union of the intestinal ceca. And this is the posterior ceca. Okay? Again, hematobium, late union of the intestinal ceca. Mansoni, early union of the intestinal ceca. Japonicum, very late union of the intestinal ceca. Very late union. Okay? Now, these are the testes. The location of the testis is posterior and behind the ventral sucker. Posterior behind the ventral sucker. Posterior behind the ventral sucker. Location of the testis. And as you know, they have more testes than monoecious. Okay. So for hematobium, they have 4 to 5 testes in clusters. 4 to 5 testes in cluster. For Mansoni, they have 6 to 9 testes in columns or clusters. 6 to 9 testes in columns or clusters. For Japonicum, they have 6 to 8 testes in columns or clusters. 6 to 8 testes in column or clusters. Okay. Now, the male schistosoma has gynecoporal canal. This is the gynecoporal canal, where part of the female is inside the canal. No? This is the female, part of which is inside the gynecoporal canal. This is gynecoporal canal. Part of the female is inside the gynecoporal canal. Gynecoporal canal part of this female is inside the gynecoporal canal. Okay? That is the male. Now we go to the female. For the female, you are going to use the location of the ovary. Location of the ovary. For hematobium, if this is the midpoint, the location of the ovary is posterior to the midpoint. This is the ovary, posterior to the midpoint. Anterior to the ovary is the uterus. This is the uterus. Anterior to the ovary, uterus. Posterior to the ovary, the vital area. These are the vital area. Okay. That is hematobium. For Mansoni, if this is the midpoint, the location of the ovary is anterior to the midpoint. This is the ovary. Anterior to the ovary is the uterus. Anterior to the ovary, uterus. Okay. Posterior to the ovary, the vital area. Vital area. Now, for Japonicum, if this is the midpoint, the ovary is at the midpoint. The ovary is centrally located for Japonicum. Centrally located or at the midpoint. Anterior to the ovary is the uterus. Posterior to the ovary, the vital area. Maliwanag? Okay. Any question? O sige, ako magtatanong. Which one has the shortest posterior ceca? Answer. Oh.
Japonicum po.
Correct. Ito. Kita mo? Ang iksi ng posterior ceca, Japonicum. Correct. Another question. Which one has the longest posterior ceca? Answer.
Mansoni po.
Correct. Mansoni. Tingnan ninyo, oh. Ang haba mula rito hanggang dyan. Mansoni. Okay? Another question. Which one has the longest uterus? Longest uterus. Answer.
Hematobium ba?
Correct. Ayan. Hematobium mula rito. Diba? Which one has the shortest uterus?
Mansoni.
Correct. Mansoni. Ito naman. Ang dami palang maitatanong, ano? Oo. Yung iba niya, nasa notes na eh. Di ba? Mabilis lang tumingin yung iba. Tingnan natin. Mapunta tayo sa egg. Ayan ang egg. Remember, the egg of schistosoma are mature when laid. They are mature when laid. So they already have miracidium or ciliated embryo or first stage larva. Di ba yun ang tawag sa miracidium? Ciliated embryo or first stage larva. Yan. May miracidium. Mature when laid. And maybe ovoidal or elongated ang hematobium with terminal spine. See this? Terminal spine, hematobium. Yan. Ito, with lateral spine. Ito, lateral spine. No, maybe ovoidal or elongated with lateral spine. Ito, Japonicum may be globular or subglobular in shape with abbreviated, rudimentary, or recurved spine. abbreviated, rudimentary, or recurved spine for Japonicum. Globular or subglobular. Tingnan natin. Oh, ayan. Egg ito ng ano? Answer. Anong egg ito?
Mansoni po.
Mansoni, correct. Ito, anong egg ito?
Hematobium.
Ha? Ito.
Hematobium po, Dok.
Hematobium, may terminal spine, may lateral spine. Ito, subglobular or globular. Ano ito?
Japonicum po.
Japonicum. Hindi makita yung abbreviated, rudimentary, recurved spine. No? Okay. Maliwanag. Tuloy natin. Life cycle na. The cercaria, four-tailed cercaria, is the infective stage. Four-tailed cercaria is the infective stage swimming in the water. Di ba? So, there is skin penetration of four-tailed cercaria in human. So, merong isa lumalagoy doon sa tubig. Lumalangoy din itong cercaria. Nag-penetrate na skin doon sa individual. The cercaria lost its tail and becomes schistosomule. So, lost its tail and becomes a schistosomule. This schistosomule is the migrating larva. Schistosomule migrating larva goes to the venules, to venous circulation. Schistosomule goes to venous circulation, reaches the right side of the heart, goes to the lung, and back to the heart, to systemic circulation. So, yung migrating larva, na systemic circulation na. Okay? Teka. Angelica, Feline?
Yes, Doc.
Meron kang life cycle?
Yes, Doc.
Okay, nasusundan mo, ha?
Yes, Doc.
Tuloy lang. Now, it goes into the gastrointestinal capillary bed, into mesenteric veins. Okay, nasa mesenteric veins na. Then the larva goes to the liver. Nearing maturity, goes against the flow of blood into the mesenteric veins. No? And they can do it against the flow of blood because of their powerful suckers. Goes back to the mesenteric veins to their habitat. Yung Japonicum goes to the superior mesenteric plexuses. Hematobium goes to the vesical and pelvic plexuses and rectal venules. Mansoni goes to the inferior mesenteric venules and the vesical plexuses. Nasa habitat na sila. They become adult in the habitat. And then the male fertilize the female. And the female lay egg close to the wall of the habitat. And remember this, some eggs are carried by the bloodstream into the liver, lung, and brain, producing pathology. Remember Japonicum, pinakamaraming egg produced per day closer to the liver, and the egg producing severe pathology. Kaya mas delikado ang Japonicum. The eggs migrate the wall of the small intestine. In Japonicum yun. The wall of the urinary bladder and veins of the rectum. Yung hematobium. Urinary bladder, saka rectum. Walls of the rectum and urinary bladder. Yung Mansoni. Rectum, urinary bladder. Okay? So, yung eggs are evacuated with stool or urine in a body of water. Either stool or urine. Sa Japonicum, sa stool lang. No? Evacuated with the stool. Ang hematobium, evacuated with urine and stool, but more in the urine. More in the urine than the stool. Mansoni, evacuated with the stool and urine, but more in the stool than urine. Maliwanag? Okay. Egg, upon contact with water, hatches. The Miracidium swim and comes in contact with appropriate snail horse, depending on the species. You remember Japonicum, Oncomelania quadrasi. Hematobium, Bulinus. Mansoni, Biompalaria, the snail horse. The Miracidium developed in the first generation sporosis, then second generation sporosis, and then fourth-tailed Cercaria. Sporosis Cercaria in the snail horse. Then Cercaria escape from the snail, swim in the water, and penetrate the skin of an individual. The life cycle of schistosoma. Okay. We are now in schistosomiasis, the disease, also in a table. Ayan. Table then. We have the stage of the disease, duration of that stage of the disease, stage of the parasite, pathology produced by that stage of the parasite, and the clinical manifestation and laboratory diagnosis. Okay? Tignan natin. Ryan, Josh.
Yes,
Ryan,
Doc.
meron kang table?
Meron po, Doc.
Okay, sundan nyo ha. Ariana, meron ka rin table?
Yes po, Doc.
Oh, sige, sundan ninyo ha. Madali kasi, hindi na kayo susulat eh. Meron na kayong table. Stage of the disease. Stage 1. Stage of invasion. Duration of that stage, 0 to 4 weeks. Stage of the parasite. Cercariae and schistosomial. Cercariae and schistosomial. Pathology. Cellular infiltration. They produce cellular infiltration, and the clinical manifestation There is inflammatory reaction. There is edema, congestion, redness, and itchiness. This is the dermatitis, which is called swimmer's itch or clam digger's itch. Swimmer's itch or clam digger's itch. Because of migration in the lungs and liver, the patient may have cough and fever. Cough and fever. Laboratory diagnosis. Intradermal test, positive. Intradermal test, positive. Cercaria Yulin reaction may be positive or negative. Cercaria Yulin reaction may be positive or negative. They make use of lyophilized cercaria from the laboratory. The laboratory has lyophilized cercaria, and this is mixed with the patient's serum. And positive result, the cercaria becomes wrinkled. Cercaria becomes wrinkled. And cercaria Yulin reaction may be positive or negative for stage 1, stage of invasion. Now, stage 2, stage of maturation, 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. Now, the parasite starts to mature. The adult in copula. Female start to lay egg. Female start to lay egg. The pathology is allergy. Allergy. There will be allergic manifestation like urticaria, cough, fever, rashes, bronchial asthma, itchiness, diarrhea, dysentery because of allergy. Now, the laboratory, there is intradermal test that is positive. Cercaria, Yulin reaction, positive. Cercaria becomes wrinkled. Stool examination may be positive or negative. Why is it positive or negative? Because it is only now that the female start to lay eggs. So, the stool may be positive or negative. Did you get that? Okay. Let us continue. Stage 3, stage of established infection. Duration is 6 weeks and above. 6 weeks and above. Now, there is increase in egg production. Increase in egg production. The pathology is pseudogranuloma. There are small scarring and small fibrosis at the organ involved. Scarring and small fibrosis at the organ involved. There is pseudogranuloma. Clinical manifestation are gastrointestinal disturbances. Gastrointestinal disturbances like colic pain, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and dysentery. Okay? Laboratory test, diagnosis, intradermal test, positive. Cercaria Yulin reaction, positive. Stool examination, positive. Increase egg production. So, ang dami ng egg niyan. Positive yan. COPT may be positive or negative. COPT. Ano ang COPT? Circumoval precipitin test. COPT. Circumoval precipitin test. Make use of the egg plus patient serum. Okay. After 24 hours, there will be positive result, blebs around the egg. Blebs around the egg. After 72 hours, there are filaments or precipitate around the egg. After 72 hours, there are filaments or precipitate around the egg. Okay. Liver function test may be positive or negative. Liver function test may be positive or negative. Patricia Ann,
Yes, Doc.
meron ka dyang example ng liver function test?
Sa notes po na meron po ako, naka-indicate lang po kung negative or positive. Pero based po dun sa knowledge ko lang po ng medtech, pwede po yung mga AST, ALT po.
Correct. Oo. Wala kang ganon na nakasulat?
Yung result lang, Doc.
Apo. Sino sa inyo, Bonifacio, ikaw meron kang liver function test?
Sa notes, Doc, wala po.
Wala ka rin. Mary Louise, meron ka?
Sa notes po na meron ako, Doc, wala din po.
Naku, wala yung mga notes ninyo. Jason, ikaw? Wala rin. Sharish?
Wala rin po, Doc. Kung positive,
Wala.
positive lang
Si
rin.
Pauline, Mary, Pauline.
Wala rin po, Doc.
Herson Garcia?
Wala rin po, Doc.
Wala rin. Herbie Joy?
Wala rin po, Doc.
Wala rin. Sino meron sa notes? Sino sa inyo meron? Alkaline phosphatase. AST, ALT. Bilirubin. Wala sa inyo nun?
Doc, meron po.
Oh, sino? Sino yun? Si Herbie?
Domingo po, Doc.
Sige nga. Ikaw ba yun, Herbie? Herbie Joy?
Doc, ito pong nasa table lang din po yung naka-include dito po sa slides.
Oh, pero meron ka dyang liver function test.
Kung positive or negative po, biopsy, stool exam,
Ay,
COP.
sa baba na yun. Teka, nasa ano pa tayo? Nasa stage 3.
Yun po, Doc, intradermal test, stool exam, COPT po.
Hindi, yung liver function test. Meron ka?
Kung
Albumin.
positive or- Wala
Ha?
po, Doc.
Albumin, AST, ALT, bilirubin, alkaline phosphatase, o basta yung mga sinabi kong yun. Albumin, AST, ALT, alkaline phosphatase, bilirubin. Okay? Nakuha nyo na?
Papa, Doc.
Oh, sige. We go now to stage 4, the last stage. Stage of late infection. Duration is uncertain, usually after a long period of time. The stage of the parasite now, decrease egg production. Decrease egg production. Pathology, fibrosis of the involved organ. The organ becomes fibrotic na, no? So, there could be portal hypertension. Portal hypertension. There is ascites, hemorrhoids, esophageal varices, kaput medusa. There could be renal failure, hematuria. For the laboratory, intradermal test, positive. Cercaria urine reaction, positive. COPT, positive. Liver function test, positive. Biopsy, positive. Stool exam may be positive or negative. Why is the stool exam may be positive or negative? Because there is now decreased egg production. Decreased egg production. Did you get that? Okay. Any question? Okay. Drug use. Drug use. Praziquantel. Praziquantel. Control and prevention. Adequate treatment of the patient. Adequate treatment of the patient. Public health education and program. Public health education and program. Environmental sanitation. Control of the snail horse. Control of the snail. And protection from skin penetration of the cercaria. Okay, did you get that? Do you have questions? Any question? Huh? Any question?
None po, Doc.
Wala. O sige. Ako magtatanong. Question. Lahat kayo sasagot, ha? Did you learn something today? Answer.
Yes po.
Yes,
Doc.
Doc.
Okay, good. Then, make every day of your best day. Make every day your best day. Make every day your best day. Okay? Now, as usual, you still have time. This is your time for para. Diba? Time ninyo sa para. Make use of your time in para. Review this lecture from the top, from the first slide, from the first page of your notes. Review. Try to memorize it. Oras ninyo ito para sa para. Gamitin nyo itong oras nito para sa para. To review. Is that clear? Maliwanag?
Yes po.
Yes po, Doc.
Oo.
Yes po, Doc.
Huwag niyo sayangin ang oras ninyo. Gamitin ninyo ito. Kamukha nung ginawa nyo dati. Di ba? Kaya pag nagpe-plating tayo, ang tataas nyo. Kasi ngayon pa lang nagre-review na kayo. Mas fresh pa sa utak ninyo. Madaling tandaan. Okay? You can now review.
Thank you po, Doc.
Thank you, Doc.
Doc.
Thank you po, Doc.
Sige po, Doc.